Good morning. Today I will tell a story of the Jataka tales. These are very, 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 very old Indian stories. Today's story is called The Clever Deer. Once upon a time, a large number of deer lived in a forest. There was a wise deer among them. He was respected by all the other deer, who learned from him the deer's art and made their life secure. They roamed fearlessly in the forest, but the proud ones who did not learn that art from him were caught in the hunter's net and lost their lives. The wise deer had a sister. She once brought her son to him and said, "Brother, this is your nephew. Teach him the deer's art." The wise deer called his nephew to him and asked him to come to him daily to learn the art. The little deer followed his uncle's instructions and presented himself every day before him to learn the art. The wise deer taught his nephew 6 tricks in 6 days, and on the 7th day taught him the art of fooling the hunter and escaping his net. Thus he made his nephew a master in the art. One day, the little deer roamed deep into the forest where a hunter had cast his net. The little deer was caught in it. He jumped around but could not come out of the net. He looked around for his friends, but he could see no one. He cried loudly, but there was no one to hear it. On her part, his mother was greatly worried. She asked everyone about her son. One of them said, "Your son seems to have been caught by a hunter." The mother cried and approached her wise brother. She said, "Brother, had your nephew learned the art properly? I fear he has been caught in a hunter's net today." The wise deer said, "Sister, you should not worry. He has learned it well. He will be here safe and sound any moment. He has mastered the 6 tricks and the best of the art." On his part, when the little deer realized that his life was in danger, he resorted to the art he had learned from his uncle. He bent his 2 legs and, assuming a sitting cow posture, touched his head to the ground. Then he held his breath and, breathing through his other nostril, practiced the 6 tricks to fool the hunter. First, he spread his 4 legs and rested his head on one of them, pretending to be asleep. In the meantime, he dug into the grass and soil, put his tongue out, bloated his stomach, and dirtied his anal opening. He fixed his pupils at a point. In the next phase, he stretched his legs forward and straightened his body and tossed it up and down to simulate pangs of death. Presently, the blue bottle swarmed there, and a flock of crows also descended. In the evening, when the hunter came there to collect his net, he found the deer caught in it. He felt his stomach and said to himself, "Must have been entangled in the early morning. It is about to die now. I will butcher it here and carry the meat with me." The hunter loosened the net and went to cut some leaves and branches from a tree nearby. When the deer saw that the hunter was busy, he got up and stretched himself a bit. It was a good warm-up for him, and he ran as fast as he could. The hunter just looked on. Thus, the little deer reached his mother. Now, the moral of this story is, be smart, be prepared, always. Thank you.